it's me. Some nights, it feels like the community's a vast, tangled web of griefers. Each thread a different shade of betrayal. I've been playing this game long enough to know that beneath every innocent facet pick lies a labyrinth of secrets. Tonight, the web's caught a new fly. A player reported in his match. Once a match where strategy and skill should reign supreme, but where words can twist even the purest of intentions. I'm staring at the Overwatch file, trying to piece together the fragmented evidence of this digital battlefield. The accusations, they're the same old song and dance, griefing or cheating. The tears in r/Dota 2 are like echoes in an empty alleyway, bouncing off the walls but leading nowhere. The question is this player a mere troublemaker, reveling in the misery of others for their own twisted amusement, or a schemer, bending the rules to ensure victory by any means necessary? The tape will roll on their matches, and I'm on the edge of my seat, searching for those telltale signs, anomalies in the game that scream foul play. Griefers, they're like arsonists, setting fires to watch the world burn. They ruin games with malicious intent, sabotaging their own team for kicks. Cheaters, on the other hand, they are the most insidious breed, lurking in the shadows, using every trick in the book to tilt the scales of fairness. I'll sift through these replays, every click and scroll a step deeper into this murky game. The plays might seem perfect, the strategy's impeccable, but there's always something lurking beneath the surface. A flicker of movement, an impossible reaction time, a moment when the game's balance tips unnaturally. It's in these moments that the truth reveals itself, often as a barely perceptible crack in the facade. Cheaters, they're like ghosts in the machine, their hacks and scripts weaving through the code like poison in a well. I'll keep watching, analyzing until every mystery is laid bare and the culprit, whether a griefer or a cheater, is brought into the light. Until then, it's just me, the rain, and the flickering screen, a lone detective in the city that never sleeps. A lone detective in the city that never sleeps. Did I write this? Chasing shadows and seeking truth in a digital world of smoke and mirrors.
Did you guys like my monologue? Today we are reviewing Overwatch cases. I threw the fedora because it turns out this fedora I bought when I was like 9 years old doesn't fit my head anymore. Go figure. His first report happens a little bit later. So let's see here. He's moving about. Doesn't have any vision on his map. Is that how it looks? Just like in both teams? No. Radiant has vision. So he gets... Wait. What happened to his items? Oh. He's dropping his items on the ground and destroying them. Ladies and gentlemen, this case is closed. This player is grieving. Insufficient evidence of cheating, hacking, and scripting. But I definitely believe that there is a guilty verdict. Guilty. A player so out of his marbles, he decides to destroy his items. Guilty as charged. Let's review case number 2. His first report happens here. Okay, so far nothing out of the ordinary. He's ancient. He's playing like an ancient, pretty sure. Pushing, farming, you know, okay. No vision of any enemies on the map. So he's not the easiest kill in the world, so he can farm a little bit risky. He's just farming. Is he reported for farming? He is going Midas into a Radiance. Okay, he smoked. They smoked. They smoked. I'm not quite picking up why he would be reported here. Okay. Well, his team is playing in this triangle. I have a feeling that part of it has to do with this. His team is fighting in the triangle. His Ursa went Blink Morbid Basher and just wants to fight. Fight, 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 fight. They're owning this game. In the meantime, Doom has been bot on this entire game. Octarine maybe just win the game instead. Because look, he's going to TP. He TP's back to base to get the wisdom. He TP'd back to base when his team went high ground. Wait, look. They're going high ground with Aegis and 20 seconds left, which is also not good, especially if you're going to press ult. He needs to just let himself die. Okay, well, he died anyways. So in the while this is happening... Okay. Guys, I'm starting to lean a little bit on the guilty verdict here. Just a little bit. This is looking pretty bad. Like, Luna's also... Huh. I think that... Hold on, cue the music, cue the music. Cheating, hacking, scripting? Insufficient evidence. How am I supposed to know? I mean, not guilty. Wouldn't be true if because I have nothing to go off of. He only hit creeps. Griefing or abusive behavior. On one hand, he contributed a kill to Void Spirit. Helped take the Tormentor in the top lane. On the other hand, he did nothing else but farm. Do I know how this game ends? No. That's the worst part. Chat. The Supreme Court has ruled. You're guilty. I deem that griefing. Let's load up the next tape. Spiritbreaker reported for feeding. Let's take a look at our man. He smoked. Start of this clip. He is 5 and 9. He has a 1 in 10 tiny. That's a tiny support, I think. This looks like a Spiritbreaker 3, if I had to guess. And okay. Just before he goes in here, your Monkey King is top with an amplify damage. No BKB. He is 300 gold short. So it looks like he wants to clear this to get his BKB before he fights. Based on tower health and the characters that he's up against, he definitely has time to farm it. Yes. Would I think he could engage with the double damage? I think he could. I do think BKB is smarter though. Phantom Lancer has the Aghanims. He doesn't even need to fight here. He could just stay right here and fight on this the Phantom Lancer, the Phantom Lance range, Spirit Lance range, and just keep. They can't high ground against that. So to charge in. This is the worst play you can make. Without a shadow of a doubt, that is the worst play the Spiritbreaker could make because he doesn't even have buyback. Let's watch. Charges in, gets Eul's again, and he's gonna die. He has got Maledict on him. Okay, let's watch him respawn here. Enemies are under vision. And he's charging in.
Even in death, you'll not see the end of
Guys, when your report bar looks like this, you've been reported. He's gonna respawn, and he's Cheating, hacking, and scripting. Not guilty. Not from what I could see. Griefing or abusive behavior. The definition is the reported player guilty of behaving in a way that negatively impacted their teammates? Negative behavior may include ability abuse, feeding, kills to the enemy, dropping or feeding items. The verdict? Guilty. Dead to rights. Guys, we're putting these criminals behind bars, one replay at a time. Void Spirit. Pudge fills up his Uh-oh. 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 No. Did you catch that? Take a look at this replay right here. An instant replay. Okay? Pudge dies. He respawns. And the mid tells him, hey, can you refill my bottle? Yes, sir. TP's mid. May or may not have... Now, granted, this dialogue may or may not have even occurred. Take a look at it in slow-mo. Void Spirit hands him the bottle. And if you don't know, Fountain Rejuvenation transfers, refills the bottle. Obviously, Void Spirit's like, hey, give me my bottle back. Pudge, however, decides not to. And we even see an exchange of items. Matter of fact, Pudge put his mango in... He put his mango in Void Spirit's inventory. It says, here, that one's for you. Okay. He hooks him and gives him his bottle back. It could have been an accident. It could have been a blunder. Maybe he's actually just slower than the average player. He perhaps did not know he had a bottle in his inventory. I had no idea why his teammates pinging him. Wait. What was that? If you're gonna throw a hook at your teammate, you might as well land it. Alka's running to buy his Radiance, and he tries to hook him. I think we are seeing some tilting going on. Doing a whole lot of nothing. No warding. He buys a Morbid Mask. And feeds. Okay. Looks like he's building Mask of Madness. Hook the Wraith King. Doesn't save him. Hooks Jakiro, ults, and gets ulted and dies. Guys, I am seeing a consistent trend here. And he's dead. Okay. And what's his KD by now? He's 3-7. Watching his Wraith King die. Not much you can really do there. His fissure blocked. Standing still. He's gonna walk in under tower. And die. Alright. The TV mid and he's dead. Okay. Alright. I think I'm starting to come to a conclusion on this case. My friends, definitely not a cheater. Griefing, I'm gonna have to say guilty. All of his mana, he bought all the observer wards and all the sentries, and has 4 mangoes. This is a unranked game. It looks like.
The pattern is complete.
So he has 4 mangoes, 3 sentries, 2 wards. Okay, let's see where he places these wards. Looks like he's getting... Oh, interesting ward. And he put 2 in his lane. So he's in the lane. Looks like he's supporting Earthshaker. And it looks like he's dead. Shadow Raise the guy who takes less magic damage. Shadow Raise the guy who takes less magic damage. Eating all of his mangoes. And he bought another Observer Ward. So no one on his team has been able to buy an Observer Ward yet. And he's gonna start hitting the Jack. Chikiro kills him. Okay. And where does he go next? He's TPing mid. No, he's TPing top. He's Shadow Raising the guy who's magic immune. He's gonna continue level 1 Shadow Raising. He's getting pinged out. That's a Crystal Maiden ping. Let's see his player perspective. I want to see if this guy seems new. Oh, it's a turbo. This is a turbo game. This is a non-ranked. This is a turbo game. That creep just gave him 104 gold. He's going back to base. He eats a full tango. He put an iron branch down and ate a full tango. And then walked back to base. He's just still clicking. He's still clicking. Oh, he's back. Trying to figure out what he's thinking. Now the enemies are level 7. He's level 4. He's gonna get ulted, and he's gonna bring the ult to the Shaker. Shaker's definitely gonna die. See, he's also you can't see it. But he's also voice lining. Listen. He's voice lining to his teammates. He's like spamming voice lines like a tilt. Like he's trying to tilt him when he dies. Listen. See how his mouse stops? And you hear, "Oh, there's nothing that can stop this man." And then there's a beautiful soul for my collection. A beautiful soul for my collection. He totally just...
Happening to Radiant's bottom tower.
He's just following Shaker around, it looks like.
Radiant's bottom
So him and Shaker are definitely in a tussle.
Radiant's bottom tower is no more.
He's Shadow Raising the Earthshaker. Doesn't do any damage though. He doesn't read the patch notes. Okay, okay. The game is now 0-17. Every single Dire hero has more net worth than every single Radiant hero.
Another day, another Goifa off the streets. Or rather, out of the digital battlefield. It's a small victory, but it feels like I'm fighting an endless war. Each case, each player that falls to justice is a reminder of how deep the darkness runs. The burden of this work is more than just the late nights and endless replays. It's a toll on the mind, a weight that never truly lifts. My fedora feels heavier tonight, and the glass of whiskey in my hand seems less like comfort and more like a crutch. It's hard not to question the purpose of it all. I've been chasing these shadows, trying to bring a semblance of fairness to a world that thrives on chaos. But the more I dig, the more I realize that the roots of this problem run deep, tangled in a web of deceit and malice that's nearly impossible to untangle. The truth is, I'm only human. I can only handle so many cases at a time before the weight of it all becomes too much. There's a part of me that's beginning to question the mission itself. Am I making a difference? Or am I just a small cog in the machine that will keep churning out new problems no matter how many I solve? I'm not going to answer that. I'm probably just going to rage re-queue ranked until I've used up all of my double down tokens. But for tonight, I need to pause, to take a moment to remember why I began this journey. The battles might be endless and the toll heavy, but there's one thing I've learned, and that even the smallest victories can light the way through the darkness of what is that? Darkest of times, bro? I wrote this. I'll savor the quiet and the satisfaction of a job well done. But deep down, I know the story will continue. As long as there are players out there looking to game the system. And so, with the city's neon... I'm not reading the rest of this shit, bro. What was I on? Bro. Is this still on? Echo! Echo!